Yeah, post-production Paul here. We keep getting claimed by Warner Brothers, so we had to speed up some of the music segments, but we had some good conversation about the song itself. Let's go. Welcome back to 8-Bit Entertainment. I am Captain Paul. That is my esteemed Latino co-host. So we hit all diversity quotas. Fajardo 1BW, what's going on, bro?
Not much, but apparently I heard on one of your other shows that you're racist. So
Oh,
I don't believe
oh,
that to be true whatsoever, but
oh, yeah, no, just some spicy
hater.
comment sections from people that don't know you. Now, let's go into some spicy music. Now, Linkin Park's had the Meteora 20-year anniversary albums come out, and they released some unreleased songs with Chester Bennington on the vocals. Are you a fan of Linkin Park, and how familiar are you with their music there, Fajardo?
I love them. I'm at least 70% to 80% familiar with their music. Yeah.
Okay. So me too. I'm a big fan since Hybrid Theory days. I think they're a really good band, and it was unfortunate for the passing of Chester Bennington. But I think they made some really timeless music, and this is an interesting track. You haven't heard this yet, Fajardo?
No, I have
Alrighty.
not.
So it's Lost by Linkin Park. Let's get right into it. I know I just gotta pause it obviously for copyright, but you got like the music video looks pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big anime guy. How you call it? I love when they do these animated videos because they have really good quality and they keep it very like oriented towards like the anime type of world, not just animation like
Mm,
in general, or like
mm.
generalized or too like Americanized in some sense, right? But like really catering to like the anime type of look, and it always goes very well with their music.
Absolutely,
And then
absolutely.
also what I do like so far from the beginning of this, it does have that old school feel from like when, obviously from that time when Hybrid Theory and all that came out and everything else. Like it really has that type of vibe, which is a
Yeah,
vibe that hasn't really been heard of since back then.
yeah. It's one of the things I like because it's from the this was just a miss on their Meteora album, and I'll be honest with you, this definitely fits that motif.
Hmm.
Yeah, I really like what I'm hearing thus far. You know what? He's got such great vocals. You know what I mean? Like his voice is so
His
distinct.
range, yeah,
Yeah, like
his range is really good. Within the levels of the music itself, how high it goes, how low he can start and still be in that mix is just it was one of the more incredible. He was one of the more incredible vocalists of his time.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Even today, I think his vocals would have still stood the test of time and kind of just still been out here crushing it.
No, I would definitely agree. He's definitely got one of the more unique voices where I feel like unfairly he got criticized for just doing a lot of screaming and stuff, and like that's just not the case. If you listen to the majority of the Linkin Park albums, like he has a really good voice and he
Hmm.
can get that like heavy vocals. Don't get me wrong, but I love Linkin Park, so I'm biased, but I've always thought he's had a really good voice and it was really good at emoting on the track, where some people can struggle with that.
And I'm gonna throw this out there. It's probably gonna mess up the video for everybody after this point, but doesn't it look like a bunch of like Naruto Leaf ninjas just ganging up to make a track together? I'm just saying, if you look, it looked like Sasuke was on there. It looked like freaking Shikamaru was in there. Like, bro, it just looked like the Holy Village said, "All right, we're gonna drop this track right now, and Naruto's gonna come through." Like that's just what happened to me. Like I just saw it, and that's all I see right now. This Hinata in the mains. I'm just saying that's what I see. But we can go.
Let's go. He was really good at kind of having a nice calm singing voice, and then just going into that heavy stuff. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I can't really think of another artist that was so good at that. Am I off my head?
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh,
I
really
mean,
just a fun listen.
as far as like rock music, there's very few lyricists or vocalists that can really hit those tones here and there. You have very few. I think Killswitch Engage had one or two.
Yeah.
guys that can do something very similar, not exactly the same, but similar in the aspect of going from high to low. They were really good at it. A Trayer at one point, like they had like a small little balance where they did it. Not as good as this, but I think it was in that zone kind of thing.
Right.
So many have tried, not many have succeeded. So he definitely hit like a very particular set of vocals. Like the range that he hit was very, very precise, and only he can do it the way he did it.
Absolutely.
And then
Absolutely.
as far as the music, like however they chose to write these things dig deeper than just the words that they're saying. Like the
Right.
story behind it, the things that they're saying. I mean, anybody can like relate to what this song is about. The whole being lost within yourself, like that's something everybody faces every single day. So it's kind of a shame that this didn't make the album, but the album was so stacked already.
Yeah.
Not mad at it.
No, it was absolutely a ridiculous album. So that was "Lost" by Linkin Park. I thought that was a really good track. It
AKA
makes me wish it was out on the
Hey, I'm sorry to
Meteora.
cut you off, but I think that's like the soundtrack for Itachi Uchiha. Literally, the whole storyline was literally Itachi's storyline, exactly the same. Just throwing that out there.
I,
But
I
go.
absolutely love this track. I could have easily seen this being a banger on the original
Hundred
Meteora,
percent.
and I think in some ways it's great it didn't come out at that time because now we really get to cherish this type of creative outlook. Honestly, the way they made this music and blended it together, it was just the instrumental was absolute fire. Chester did his thing, obviously, Mike as well, and then just everyone in the Linkin Park band. It was really well done. If I'm gonna rate this, I mean, I'm gonna give it a 10 just because it was perfect to me. That was like a perfect Linkin Park song. It has all the highs and the great qualities of a Linkin Park classic. So this is a 10 for me. What about you?
Gonna have to give it a 10 as well. I mean, it is Linkin Park. It is literally the depiction of what they do, right? They bring always something extra with their music. It isn't just the music. There's always a story behind it. There's always a message behind it. Obviously, this is a deep message. And Linkin Park has always been great at doing that.
Yeah.
And again, their animation work, literally, like I said before, it's in tune with animation that's even used in stuff like My Hero Academia,
Yeah.
One Piece, Naruto, all this stuff, which are very big animation stories in the world of anime. So they know how to really just kind of connect with everybody,
Yeah.
and it's a fantastic listen. It's a fantastic message. It kind of, again, it goes back to that whole letting you know that you're not alone in this world where you think you are alone.
I mean, I think the most interesting thing about this music video, if you've seen, it was actually I forget what that technique is called, and it's slipping my mind, but it's like drawn over like actual Linkin Park performances when they were on stage like that. I'm forgetting the exact technique of that drawing skill, where essentially you draw over people that are actually doing those motions, and it was just crazy. I like 10 for 10. I think we both can really appreciate this, and I actually might have to go get the Meteora 20-year album edition because there's a couple tracks we're gonna listen to as well that were really really good. So definitely look forward to covering those on the channel. Anything else to say before we get out of here?
No, kind of excited. I don't want to hear the album. I want to hear it first here with everyone, with obviously my team, and the fans that come to watch. I definitely want to be able to give an honest, first reaction. I don't want it to be like a watered down reaction, like I've heard it like 15 times, and this is what I think. No, I want it to be like what I hear from the beginning and like an honest opinion of the thing. So a lot of times I'm not gonna hear whatever we're gonna play on the show, and my reaction is definitely a first time listening to reaction, unless I brought it to the table. That's something different.
I get that. I mean, unfortunately, I went down that wormhole once that first song was
I
released.
figured when you sent me something, I was like, oh, we're gonna do that. Not touching it. That's
Yeah,
exactly what
yeah.
I told myself. I'm not touching it.
So, but all right, let us know what you think down below in the comment section. That is big part of our community. Also, gonna say it again, gonna do a parrot. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers because every single amount of money earned on this channel, this ad revenue, will be going to a charity each month. We have a Patreon that we're setting up as well. Half of the proceeds in the Patreon will as well. We want to help our communities and make the world a better place. I am Captain Paul. That is Fajardo. And we will see you in the next one.
Peace.
Peace.